Well, actually, the first pottery class I took was probably 40 years ago when I was in college. And I remember we just made little pigs out of clay. And then when I went on to teach, I would do some clay projects with my students, but they were very, very simple. So the class I'm taking now is the first clay class I've taken in many, many years, since college. And I'm really enjoying it. Well, I'm taking the clay class for several reasons. The first reason is, since moving to Bloomington 5 years ago, I've missed making a lot of creative projects, and I thought it would be a creative area to explore. And secondly, it's a great opportunity to work with other people and to learn a new skill. The challenges are learning to manipulate the clay so it does what you want it to do. Because very often when I was working on the pottery wheel, I would think, oh, I have a really good pot that I'm making, and all of a sudden it would collapse. So that is a challenge. The most effective instruction is when the instructor is right there with you, hands-on, encouraging you, showing you maybe some ways you can improve how you are manipulating the clay. That is really one of the best ways to learn. I think one technique that could be more effective in both classes I've taken is from the very beginning to really explain what you're going to do, the basic information you kind of need to know, even if they would put it on a chart as far as different glazes and the terminology, and also the layout of the entire studio so you know where to find things. I would say, as far as the peer support, it's only strengths that they bring to the whole class. I've learned so much from the other people in the class, and also just visiting the studio. Any artist who's working here is so helpful. I think if an instructor is extremely talented in their art and hasn't had teaching experience, that sometimes can be a weakness because they may not know how to really structure the instruction that's best for the students. But when they start with simple directions and explanations, the students will learn much better. The best way to learn it, once that you're given some instructions, is just to keep making things. Even if you have to destroy them, even if they fly off the wheel, even if they fall apart in the kiln, you just have to keep trying and hang in there. My advice is that everyone should give themselves the opportunity to learn to do this. I think that they will be amazed what they can do, and they'll have a new appreciation for all of the utensils and vessels they use on a daily basis.